Hello my little friends, welcome back to my channel. I am Shamali and today we are meeting for another Happy Home Paradise video, and look who came to ask for a vacation home. This is the sweet, marvelous, beautiful and perfect Maple. And no, I'm not obsessed with her, but maybe a little. So you may know, if you're familiar with my channel, that I've been looking for Maple for quite a while now, and that I'm gonna also release my dream address soon, so I'm not gonna go on hunt anymore. And I decided that Maple was for another journey, I guess, but it's still sweet that she came to me for a beautiful vacation home. I'm pretty pleased with that, and I think it's a take it and not leave it. So she wants a beautiful, bountiful bare bungalow, and of course I wanted to place her home in the fall map. I was hesitating with winter, but I think fall and a bit forestcore island, or not island, but map and yard is totally what I wanted to do with her yard. So I'm gonna go crazy and please myself with how I would have decorated her home if she had dared to come to Falmenora, I guess. And then I chose, of course, those wooden tones for the bungalow. I'm not sure if it's exactly her home interiors. I'm trying to not check it out before I'm doing the build, so I'm not like influenced with the style of the villager. But I think it looks quite similar, at least to her real home. And onto the path, as you can see, I did those 3 little dot paths I wanted to do for Willow's yard, but I never could figure it out, and here it worked out. I guess the dimensions of the map are different, so it worked better, and I'm so pleased I could do that because in fact I think it's even more working on Maple's yard than on Willow's, so I'm pretty pleased to use this technique here, if I can call that technique. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased to do that, and you will see maybe later that I actually added also some design pattern inside the little dots to make it a bit more foley, if if that makes any kinds of sense. And since I was telling you I was working on a bit forestcore island, I keep on saying island, map, I went with a lot of trees, of course a lot of cedar trees, because I think it is a bit more matching, but I also try to incorporate those normal trees because I think it's also quite important to have some diversity. When you go to the forest, you have a bit of all kind of trees, if that makes any kind of sense. So it was very important for me to have enough trees, and as you can see, I'm adding those design patterns I was telling you about before, and I picked those red flowers or petals of flowers because I think it is quite gorgeous, and the colors are matching with the fall vibe. And then I'm gonna let you appreciate the rest of the outside build, but really my idea was to go for a more picnic area, kind of you could find in the forest after like a long walk. You just want to have like a little rest and eat, like have a little picnics, and I incorporate of course some bears because that's kind of the theme of this whole build. So I'm gonna let you enjoy, and I will pick it up a bit later, I guess, when we are inside the home. Okay, just a few words before getting inside of the house, I guess. But I wanted to comment on my flower choice over here because honestly, I'm not super proud of it, but I could not find the colors of flowers I would like. I really like those daisy-like flowers, and I really wanted to use those. But in fact, Maple's build was before the school, so Leaf did not even come and teach me about hybrids. So I did not get any orange hybrid flowers. And it was very, very frustrating because this is something I would have used. This is something I was really eager to use. Orange daisy-like flowers was really, really what I wanted. But since it wasn't there, I tried to do something with like a bit of like, you know, a mix of like those white, yellow, and red flowers, thinking it could like kind of balance and give this orangey vibe, but it was not, and it was in fact too colorful, so I removed a bunch of them and I tried to make it a bit softer, I guess, in the colors and keep more of the red flowers. But yeah, I was really disappointed that I was not able to have hybrid flowers, so maybe that now I have them, I can go back to this build and change it. And I know for you might be a bit confusing because you're seeing everything like in a weird order, I guess, because you have seen the school already, and if you haven't, I'm gonna link the video in the top right corner and top left because I always confuse my left and right, so that's that. But yeah, I'm gonna link it if you haven't seen my school build. But yeah, so the thing is, like, I had announced that I was gonna do the school afterwards, and I was really not planning on recording any more of my builds in between. But then I saw Maple and was like, stop everything, pause everything, I just need to go fetch all my recording equipment and start recording Maple because it was pretty important for me, at least. So I thought I wanted to share it on my channel, whether like some other villager may not be as important, and so it's why it looks a bit weird and confusing for you, is that so I haven't unlocked yet the hybrid flowers, and I haven't unlocked the room, how do you say, like resizing the room. So yeah, it might be a bit confusing, and I'm sorry about this. And then yeah, we already got into the interiors. I keep on rambling about random stuff, but we're already into the interior, and it was so hard for me to pick the wallpaper, and I guess I went for that green wallpaper that I'm using in all my builds, and it's because I'm not recording and sharing everything, plus I have already some videos on Happy Home Paradise that I have not edited yet and shared with you guys. But yeah, I'm really having a tendency to go to that wallpaper. I find it so cute, but I really need to learn to diverse, otherwise all my home are gonna look the same, like green wallpaper, wooden floor, kind of darkish wooden furniture, and this kind of vibe. And I need to learn how to go to different paths and different ways, and I always have good ideas for others to do this or that, but then when it comes to me, I'm really sticking to what I'm used to. So maybe you can challenge me also in the comment to tell me like to use a particular color or go for a particular theme or something. But honestly, I'm really trying to try different styles, and I think that's what I'm gonna record basically on Happy Home Paradise, is me going for different vibe than just like the cottage / full forestcore vibe. I'm gonna try to go like maybe try to do some kitcore builds or fairycore builds, just to, you know, to explore. And I think it's more fun for you guys, since you got to see all of those kind of forest and natural core builds on my island, that I can at least go crazy and try different styles and play with different objects on Happy Home Paradise. But I'm also waiting to get a bit more objects, because it's really hard to build something, at least in the beginning of that DLC. I feel like it's really easier when you go further and you get like way more objects. in your inventory, let's say, then in the beginning you always kind of have the same object, so I find it a bit harder. But for that I also need to stop picking like super cutie and go for like really diversity and themes like and things like that. So so yeah, I think it's a more of a rambling challenge for me than for you. But I wanted to announce this and talk with you about this. And while we were at it, I almost completed this interior build. In fact, now onto the lamps, and this is again. This is again something I'm really struggling with, but I'm obsessed with the same lamp model. Like this one I'm just picking and selecting is my favorite lamp model, and I'm keeping on trying to use it everywhere because I love it so much. I think if I had it in real life I would use it also everywhere in my home. But honestly, this lamp is just so cute that I keep on using it everywhere. So I need to stop. I think it's just a video to tell you I need to stop using all the same things. See, even on the walls. But on the walls, I have excuses because I don't have much yet to place on the walls. So I'm always trying to use the same things. But I'm trying to change colors, which is at least an improvement because it's a bit of variation. It's not like yellow, it's now white. See, I'm trying, I'm making some efforts. Does that count? And a little touch of polishing on the bears so that they are all shiny and you get to see them even more, like that giant bear. You get to see them even more when you enter the room, but that's it. And honestly, I'm quite satisfied with how this build turned out, and I would definitely live in that home if I was like living in Animal Crossing. I would definitely live there, so I think it's already a good sign, and I'm very, very happy with how it turned out. So let me know in the comments what you think of this home and how was your build for Maple, if you ever encountered her in Happy Home Paradise, or if you redid her home on your island, because I know at one point you get to unlock that. And then just for the fun, for the pictures, I dressed up as a little teddy bear too, so that I could match the theme and take some pictures with Maple. But that's already it for this build. You'll get to see a recap of the garden in a minute, but I'm gonna already say goodbye to you guys. So don't forget to click that thumbs up button if you like my video. It really supports me and we get to beat the YouTube algorithm together. And don't forget to click to that subscribe button if you want to get my videos as soon as they get out. Thank you guys and see you on the next video. Bye.